guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Dest, back with another video for you today. And I know it's been a long time. I know money's short, but I have put in orders for Temu. So fingers crossed they'll arrive in the next week or so. But I did actually want to show you guys how amazing this is. Now, I know there's a lot of people here that aren't for watching me do my makeup, and that is totally fine. I will see you guys in the next one. But I just wanted to show you guys the quality of this and how it performs on your face, because this has got to be one of my most favourite purchases from Shein. It is just brilliant. It is literally brilliant. Like I said before, do not walk, run. This is just so nice. And I've been using it for the past couple of days. Like, I did a look yesterday, and I'll insert a picture where I used mostly this, but obviously for a little bit of blending I had to use my Beauty Bay palette. I had to think then, I was like, what's it called again? It's Beauty Bay. So I had to use that as well. But yeah, it was such a look. It was an absolute vibe. So today I'm going to show you how I use this and how good it is. So let's, oh, whoops, upside down. So let's get into it. So I have done my prep for my eyes. I've put on my concealer and then gone over it with Thin. And I've still not decided what colours I'm going to go for. I'm just like, what colours, girl? I don't know. I really don't know what colours to do today. Okay, let's go with yellow. Let's be bold. Let's just go with yellow. Be bold. Okay, so I'm just going to put the yellow on the inside here. Look at that. Look at that pigment. That is really nice. Now, I haven't tapped my brush off here because I'm trying to get as much pigment on it as possible. We can clean up the under eyes afterwards because no doubt I'm going to have fallout. But I am very, 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 very happy with how that looks already. So let's do the other side. The same, exactly the same. And I think I'm going to do purple next to it. Yellow and purple are an actual vibe today. So I'm going to go with Lumpy Space Princess, that kind of theme. That's the theme I'm going to go with, I think, today. I just feel like LSP needs her moment on my eyelids. And that's how we're going to roll. So I'm just stamping it in there to make sure that it stays in the area that I want it. Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Now, I've got to hope, because I've not experimented with these two colours together, that it's not going to go a bit muddy when I add the purple. So I'm just going to tap off that brush of any excess. Shouldn't really do that, to be fair. I have a brush cleaner somewhere, but where I've put it, I don't know. So let me just get some tissue, because it works relatively the same. Relatively. And I'm going to dip into the purple just here, which is nice and glittery actually. It's a very nice shade. And I'm going to get my Jeffree Star. I'm just going to work in the purple. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a nice little combo there. Now, I might need to use another palette to get the purple at the dimension that I want it, because I'm going to want it darker in certain areas. But that's fine, because I'm sure everybody's got a bit of a darker purple somewhere. So I am going to just stamp down the shape that I want, I guess, with this. Oh, that's beautiful, actually. That is a nice little combo there. And I'm just gonna bring that out, because you guys know I like a bit of a pointy edge to my makeup. Now, I quite like that contrast. However, I am going to deepen it, because I feel like it needs that kind of deeper element. You can't just leave it like that. It's not going to look right if you leave it like that. Now, I know today was about using this palette, and I am mostly going to use the stuff from here, but obviously there's going to be certain things that I haven't got in this palette or in this makeup collection that I'm going to need to kind of change the look up a bit. But that's fine, because it's still amazing. I mean, look at the colour payoff. Like, it's really, really good, and you can't fault that. It is very, very good. So I'm actually very happy with how it's looking already. Obviously, I'm going to put a darker purple down as well, just to give it a bit of a deeper tone, because I feel like it needs that. So I'm just going to try and marry them in together a little bit. Marry them in. Do you take the purple to be your lawful wedded wife? Right, so I've got my Beauty Bay palette right here. I think I'm going to dip into this purple here. This seems to be a favourite of mine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these brushes, and I'm just going to dip in. Just dip in. Knock off some of the excess and start packing it into my crease and my outer V. So I'm just going to don't know if you can see, just give it a bit of definition. And I probably will even pop into an even darker purple, maybe even the very darkest of purples, just to give it a bit more dimension. It all depends. And I'm just sort of like dragging it across. Now, don't worry about it going on here, because we're going to sort that out anyway. It's not like the end of the world or anything. We're probably going to have some glitter or some shimmer. We'll do shimmer, because we'll use the shimmer from the palette. Okay, look at that. Completely changes it. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Exactly the same. Well, as close to the same as I possibly can, because we all know that I can't do twins. I do distant cousins, long distance lovers, never twins or sisters. I don't know why. It's just my brain doesn't recognise symmetry a lot of the time. My brain's like, no, not today. So there we go with that. I might need to go back into the lighter shade of purple just to bring it back out, because it tends to get lost a little bit when you use a darker shade. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to dip into the darker shade of purple now. And I'm just going to feather it on a little bit. Just feather it on just a tiny bit. Can you see that? So it's just very lightly stamping it in and feathering it. And I'm going to do the same on this side. Just feather it in. Okay. Yeah, see? That's bringing it together a bit more. Now, purple and yellow go really well together. And it's not very often I would put these colours together, but because we're going with a LSP look today, and I love LSP, which is literally my favourite character, yeah, I thought, well, let's experiment a little bit. Right, so I've done that. Now I'm going back in with this purple in the Adventure Time palette, and I'm going to load up my brush, and I'm just gonna, where I've lost it a little bit, go back in with it. See? Just go back in each side. That's right. There we go. And you can use it to blend out the darker of purples. And sometimes it's good to go back and forth with the two colours. So, where's my brush? There it is. I'm going to put on a bit more of the real deep purple because this colour's so strong, it actually covered most of the dark up. I didn't actually think it would do that, but hey ho, it's okay. Go back and forth. It's all good. Let me just blend out just here. I feel like it needed a bit of a blend. And then deepen again. Sometimes it's just good to pack it on, you know. So I'm going to finish this real quick off camera, and then I will be back with the finished result of the purples and yellows. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so we have the purple and the yellow all laid down, and now I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go with a couple of shimmers. So I want to go with this shimmer right here, this one right at the top, and then maybe this one here. I'm going to see how this one looks first. So I'm just going to take my finger and press it into my lid. I mean, likelihood is, because I've got quite big fingers, it might escape some of the lid and go onto the yellow and the purple, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. And I always find it's better to use your finger with shimmers. Any shimmers that I use, I tend to use my finger more so than trying to get it on a brush, unless it's like I'm trying to get it in the inner corner, which can be absolutely a pain in my butt with nails. Yeah, I just try my hardest really to just use my fingers, but this still performs really good with a brush, as you can probably see. And we'll do the same this side. Okay. I got a bit, it doesn't matter, we'll clean that up afterwards. So yeah, on the outer part of the eye, I'm just going to go in with a bit of a darker, you can kind of see it, but I don't want it like too much. I just want enough. So, same on the other side. Just blend it in a little bit. Oh, yay. Look at that though. What a pretty colour. And then again on this side a bit more. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Needed to build that up a little bit, but it's definitely worth the building. Okay, where did I put my baby wipe? To wipe my hands. That's okay, I'll just use this piece of tissue. But yeah, I'm really not mad at that at all. I think it looks very pretty. Right, I'm going to do my eyeliner off camera and then I'll come back and do the under eyes, the foundation, the blush, the highlighter, the lips, and the setting powder all on camera. But I'll probably put my eyelashes on off camera as well because they are the bane of my life. Alright, so I thought I would quickly show you the dramatic wing that I went with today. LSP is a dramatic queen in general, so this is what I went with. Hopefully it looks alright. I did the same both sides, so alright, they're not going to be twins. We know this already. I'm just going to do my foundation, just a little bit. I don't need lots. Y'all don't need lots. So that's what we're going with. A little bit of foundation and the lashes. And then after I've done that, I'm going to do my under eyes with the matching colours. And yeah, maybe put a bit of liner under there. Just to, you know, give it that dramatic, that ultra dramatic look. So I actually bought something from Amazon the other day, and it's like a lash stamp for your under eyes. It's the worst thing I've ever bought. It doesn't actually work like it shows. I think I saw it advertised on Facebook. I want to say it was Facebook. I'm very rarely on there. I think it was someone's birthday and I had popped on there to say happy birthday to them because I'd actually remembered. And upon scrolling for the first time in like a year, I saw that and I was like, oh, that could be cool because like I love to have like a bit of a bold lash moment underneath my eye. Anyway, I decided, you know what? I've been paid. I'm going to buy it. Waste of money. Absolute waste of money. I'm not even joking. Don't buy them kind of things because they don't work like it shows. Like, I think a lot of people do stuff for money these days. Like, they'll lie about things and say they work better than what they do. And it's just like, nah. Be honest about it. If it doesn't work or it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, be honest about it. Don't sit there and lie to people that are like looking for you, like to you for like inspiration and stuff. Like if this makeup was crap, I would tell you it was crap. Like I would say to you, don't buy it, don't do it. But it is actually really good. Like the pigment payoff is really good. And you can see it for yourself, you know, like it's not bad. All right, I've had to dip into a darker purple to get the definition I wanted, but the purple works perfectly fine. If that's the look that you was going with and you just wanted the light purple and the yellow, it would have been absolutely fine. All right, you'd have probably had to have dipped into the purple a few times to get it the capacity that you wanted it, but for the price that I've paid, it's really good stuff. That side's a little bit off for some reason, I'm not sure. Why did I not blend it up properly? Hang on. Let me just... do the same that side so it doesn't look odd. But yeah, if it was no good, I would actually let you know. But to be fair, I think this is really good value for money. This whole palette. Like, the shimmers are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, like, I love them. Right, I've got to uncover my heart because we all know how much money I paid for this. And I don't like it being covered up. It's good to know that I can cover it with makeup though, because if I was to go out to work, which I would absolutely love to do, at least I know that I could cover it. Okay. All right. Let's... where do we go from here, Dest? Let's do our under eyes. Let's continue on and do our under eyes. Where's my glasses? Oh my god, they're not on my head. See, this is what it's like with me. Oh, there they are. On the table in front of you. Okay. So. Oh. What was that? Y'all didn't tell me I had a black mark there. Alright, okay. Joking aside, I did actually have a pretty big black smudge there. I don't know where that come from. Let's get back to the palette. If I can find it, because I've lost that now. Oh my god. Really, Dest? Really? Found it again. Alright, so I'm going to go back into Jake. The yellow is Jake, by the way. And I'm going to go under my eye, just in the inner corner and the surrounding. I'm not going to go too far back because you need to remember that LSP goes here. So just to about here, halfway. I'll do the same the other side, but wait, I'm not even finished with that now. I've got an idea which I'm going to execute as well. I'm going to absolutely execute it. All right. So Jake to about there. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to go into LSP and go all the way across to there. Now, obviously, it's going to look very, very light compared to what's on your lid, because you've got to remember we did deepen that. So you may not see it as much. However, we are actually going to deepen that too. But you can see there is a pigment payoff there, you know. But we are going to deepen it. We're going to go into the colours that we used to help deepen it on the lid. May just stick with that one. I don't think I need to go any darker. And then this side. Yeah, okay. I like that. Right, I'm going to put some liner in my waterline. And I do use the liquid liners now. I used to use pencil liners or the cream liners, but I just find that they sort of like come off very quickly. As much as I love them, and for certain looks they're great, but if I want a really sharp line, that's what I'm using. And I know a lot of people do colours in their waterlines now and stuff like that, but I'm a very old-fashioned, typical girly. I like black eyeliner. It's just, I don't know. Like, sometimes I'll use like white, sometimes, if I want to make my eyes look bigger. But a lot of the time, it's black for the win for me. I just feel it makes everything pop if you put black in the waterline. Old school. That's what I am. Totally old school. I know my TV's on in the background, but I'm not professional. You know this, guys. Like, I just like to be me. I don't like to put on airs and graces or anything. I'm just typical Dest. I do need to catch up on everybody else's videos. I've been so out of whack just recently with everything. And I've not really been on YouTube a lot, to be fair. I've sort of browsed a tiny bit. But I've been watching a lot of documentaries and stuff. So I've just not really been on a lot. But I do need to catch up with all my girls' videos. And leave them a little bit of love. Because I always forget to comment. Like, because I'll watch it on my TV a lot, I can't comment when I'm watching on TV. And it's so annoying. I wish you could leave a little comment. Like, even if it was just like a little heart or something. Right, so I'm going in with Lady Rainicorn. And I am going to just put that, like it's the glittery one that I used to begin with. This one just here. And I'm just going to put that in my inner corner. Just to give it a little bit of a sparkle. But then I'm also going into Dr. Donut. And then I'm going to put Dr. Donut there as well, just to try and influence it a little bit more. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks really, really quite cute in person. So I'm going to do the same this side. Dr. Donut. Yeah, that actually looks alright. Okay, so that's that done. That's most of my face done. Let's move on to the blush. So normally I'll use a mixture of these here, like these pinks. But today we are going to use our Princess Bubblegum and I think Marcy. I can never remember her name. Right, so I am going to pick up, because these are very pigmented, so I'm just going to pick up a little bit on my brush, a little bit of Princess Bubble. Look at that. That's a lot of Princess Bubblegum. So I'm just going to put a few dabs here and there. And then I'm going to blend it out with another brush. I'm just going to blend it out and in as best as I can. And I mean, to be fair, as pigmented as these are, oh my goodness, as pigmented as these are, they blend out really well. So you don't have to worry too much. You can just add a little bit more and then blend again. Now, I don't think I've actually used Marcy yet because I'm obsessed with this really light pink shade, but for the sake of the video and for the sake of you guys knowing how they work, I'm going to use a little bit of Marcy on the other side of this brush. Okay. Let's dab it on there and then work it in. Work it in. Work it, girl. Work it in. Actually, that's quite nice. They kind of complement each other. Okay. My camera angle is so off right now. I will fix it. Actually, it gives it that like little purple burst, which kind of goes with the look that I'm going with today. Okay. All right, I like that. Right, let's sort out this camera angle. It is very pigmented, you can probably see. I don't know if it's going to do it justice on camera, but it is quite pigmented. Right, we're now going to go in with our highlighter, and I am going to show you this highlighter today because I've dipped into it a few times and I absolutely love it. It is one of my absolute faves. So I'm just going to take this brush here, I'm going to dab it in, just dab it in, and I'm going to just glide it over a little bit, stamp it, and glide it. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but it is, in fact, beautiful. I might need to use my finger for it to show up more on camera. Okay, that's that side. And I'll do it this side as well. Because, look, it is beautiful. I'm hoping you guys can see that. Put a little bit on the end of my nose. Yeah, you can see it on the nose. And then I'm thinking maybe put a tiny bit just here. Just on the brow bone. Yeah, okay, that's cool. We'll do that. This is turning out to be alright, to be fair. Okay, now there is one thing that I wish this did actually have, and that is lipsticks, not just lip glosses. The lip glosses are absolutely brilliant, don't get me wrong, they are fantastic. I love them completely, absolutely adore them. However, I do wish that there was like maybe a lip liner and a lipstick in there. Maybe even if it was just like a beige colour, or you know, like it was a nude or a pink or like a red. That would have been absolutely brilliant, but there is no lipstick, it's just glosses. Let me just put LSP back in there. I think I'm going to use the Princess Bubblegum gloss today, but I'm also going to do my lipstick because I feel like every look that I do needs a lipstick. And I'm also just going to quickly do my bottom lashes just to try and make them pop a little bit, because we know that that lash kit that I bought was horrendous, which I've been moaning about for 5 minutes straight. But yeah, maybe it works different for other people, maybe I'm just not doing it right, but when I did it and I really pressed in, it was shocking. Didn't even stamp properly, it just looked ridiculous. So yeah, won't be using that again. I might experiment with it and see if I'm doing it wrong, but I did what it said on the instructions, so I don't think I'm doing it wrong. I'm not doing it wrong, it's that, not me. Okay, so bottom lashes are done. Let's move on to the lip. So you know my signature lip is basically a lip liner and lipstick. So I've been using this a lot recently. It's very pretty. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do my lip liner and my lipstick. Okay. I do love a lip liner. Do you know what? Back in the day, I never used to use lip liner, and my mum always used to say to me, it stops your lipstick from bleeding. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know how you are when you're 15 and you think you know best. Yeah. I should have adapted this method back then and would have saved me a lot of embarrassment. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well, it's an excuse to make my lips look bigger. And then this side. I just like to have a bit of dimension there. Alright. So I'm going to put this on. Look at that. Look at that. Just finishes it off, doesn't it? Now, normally I would do matte lips, but I'm not going to today. I am putting a gloss on because I'm trying to use stuff from out of here. I don't really like glossy lips because I find when you're out in the wind, your hair gets stuck all over your lips and it's just, yeah, it's not nice. But I'm inside. And I don't actually mind these glosses, to be fair. They're not, alright, they're a bit sticky, but they're not super sticky. That, yeah, I like that. Oh, setting powder. Let me do the setting powder real quick. And then I'll come back with the finished look. Look how cute that is. I didn't want to use it, but I'm going to for the sake of the video. So cute. It's got a bit of a shine to it. Wait. Why has it got a bit of a shine to it? It's kind of like a... Can you guys see that? It's kind of like a highlighter. I don't know if I can... I can't use this all over my face. It's like a highlighter. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me... Yeah, that's not great, to be fair. But if ever I run out of highlighter, at least I know I can use this. Yeah, that's got a real shine to it. Alright, okay. Yeah. I'm glad that I didn't put that all over my face. I'll be back. Alright, so here is the finished look. I really like this look. I think it's very pretty. The one thing I will say about this is don't put this all over your face. It is shiny. Like, I didn't realise that this was going to be shiny, but this is going to be like a more of a highlight, I guess. I mean, look. Let me just show you. Yeah, that is not setting powder, guys. That is a highlighter. But yeah, labelled it as setting powder. Don't use that as setting powder, because you will be a shiny queen all day. That's the only thing I find wrong with this, and the fact that there's no lipsticks in there and it's just lip glosses. But I mean, apart from that, I absolutely love this, and I would like to think that my reviews kind of help somebody that's wanting to buy the product, and they're like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, I don't know if it's gonna work properly for me, don't know if like the pigment's gonna have like all the payoff. But yeah, that's it. I love it. It's one of my favourite inspired looks, shall we say. But I hope you have a fantastic day or evening wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.